Now, generally on this elo, I say focus on the eco. In a mirror matchup, you just have to do what your opponent does, but slightly better. That's the trick. Yeah. Yeah, it is cold here. But so generally what Magyars is going to do is scouts, because they have two bonuses for scouts. They've got cheaper scouts and they've got the free forging, which is amazing. So those two bonuses combined, even though you don't have an eco bonus, if you're making scouts, it functionally feels like you have an eco bonus because you're getting your scouts out for cheaper. And they're even stronger. Focus on no idle in Dark Age. Exactly. That's a start. Once you have that down, then you got to focus on something like spending your resources really effectively in the next stage. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It's not worth it to put the vill in the hole if you're just making a hole like this. Just build it in the hole and then take it from the outside. It's way better. Building it one tile away, it basically hurts the efficiency of every tree except for the first like 4. It's hurting the efficiency. All right, Zvela, thank you. Okay. We're gonna go 3 on wood. Good stuff. Yeah, 6 to sheep, 3 to wood. What a classic. You can do basically anything from here. I like it. Just very versatile. Your map is amazing, by the way. One house here, some walls in front. You could, if you're feeling good about going Magyar Hussar, go up to here. It's not necessary, though. Cav Archers is probably the better play in the mid-game, or just light Cav. Like, Magyar Hussar is an amazing... It's kind of overbuffed, but still going for castles a little bit slow. But yeah. Luring the boar is the most mentally taxing. Yeah, oh, definitely. Once you get used to it, it becomes second nature, but... Man, we're even luring deer here, too. We are using all the APM. Well, I mean, if you don't idle your TC, it's fine. It's only when the deer pushing leads to idle TC that it's a problem. But if you can keep the TC running while pushing deer, then go ahead. The problem with pushing deer is that your entire brain power is focused on pushing deer right now. And you're not really thinking about the opponent's map. You're probably not thinking about where to wall. Like, there's so many things that you just have to think about. It's not always about what you see. It's about how you process the information as well. It's like, you can see that your map is like that. That doesn't tell you anything unless you think, oh, the map's like this, so it's going to be very easy to wall. If we're, like, spending all of our mental resources pushing these deer, we might not consider that. But maybe. I mean, the more comfortable you get with the game, the more things you can sort of consider. And practicing on improving the Dark Age. Yeah, honestly, I see nothing wrong with this Dark Age so far. Like, even your house positions are perfect. Like, other than this weird lumber camp. Oh, wait, there was a tree here. Oh, I didn't notice this tree here. Wait, what? Maybe I'm trolling. Actually, wait a sec. Did I just... Okay, I just didn't see the tree. Okay, never mind. You placed it in the right place. It was hiding. Okay. Well, never mind. Honestly, this Dark Age is basically exactly how I would have played it. Pretty much. I would have been double deer pushing. Other than that, it's basically the same. Like, this looks not like 1k elo, this Dark Age. Like, let's look at the other side. Dude is, like, houses all over the place. Forward wood line. Not the most efficient. Like, barracks is kind of touching the gold, which is kind of icky. His barracks should have been on this hill. Your base is looking nice. And the second wood line in the perfect position. Honestly, I have no criticism for your Dark Age. We're going up on 21. Completely fine at this level. I like the slower uptime because you're just going to be able to afford more things. It's not about timing at this level. It's just about having the res and spending it. If you go up too fast, it's hard to have enough res to spend. Like, yeah. There we go. Let's... Honestly, there we go. This is a high elo Dark Age, yeah. Yeah. I would be completely happy with this Dark Age if it were me playing. One small thing is that we want to distribute the woodcutters a little bit differently. Like, I like to have Usually I like to have 9 on wood, but 10 on wood is fine. But definitely, if you're going to go 10 on wood, 5 over here and 5 over here, for sure. But if you're going to go 9 on wood, 5 on the second wood line, and then 4 in the old wood line. Because the old wood line's getting chopped out a bit more. So you send slightly less to the old wood line, slightly more to the new wood line, and it's just going to be more efficient. It's not a big deal, though. It's like the smallest thing. I kind of like putting a house in here because it's a bit stronger, because it's just 1 tile. Obviously, you don't need the house, but you could have afforded it, though. You have such good efficiency, and you're up a little bit later. This could be a liability. Like, if he gets crossbowman or CA or something, he can get through a palisade, but he can't really get through a house. And it's just 1 tile, so I prefer the house in this situation. You know that he's on... Okay. You know exactly what he's doing. He's got a flag in here, he's Dark Age, and he's on gold. Like, you just saw exactly what he's doing. He knows men-at-arms. Now... Generally, scouts have trouble against men-at-arms, but not Magyar scouts. Magyar scouts, with being cheaper and then also free forging, you can easily just make a bunch of those and just kill his guys. Yeah, he has free forging as well, but it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. Because men-at-arms, they still cost 70 resources, and Magyar scouts cost 68 resources. And yeah. I mean, you just make his number +1, and you will crush it. And you win scouts. Beautiful. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm worried about your backside, though. I would probably like to see this start to get walled. Okay. Yeah, the game gets a little bit tricky from here. But our first major mistake was missing double wood axe for a while. Gotta get that right away. Like, you were pretty sidetracked from this. Look, like, what are we doing with this? Look, you're wasting time. This is like high level stuff hitting the Vil. We just run and do the things that you need to do. If you're up to Feudal Age, there's 3 million things you need to do on Feudal Age. So don't be microing your scout at that time. Now, once you spend your wood, then I would say go ahead micro the scout. But don't micro the scout. Like, we have to pay attention. Okay, we're up. There's always stuff to do on the next age. If there's no stuff to do on the next age, you're just playing it wrong. You should always have something to do as soon as you reach the next age. So, in Feudal Age, get that stable down right away. Get that double wood axe right away. And then get horse collar. How long does it take for us to queue these? Like, we got the stable, that's good. Double bit is key, though. We can't be missing double bit. It's still not in. That's a big problem. Not having a feudal ecotech, it's like, why are we even in Feudal Age? This probably could have been a... I would have preferred a gate here, actually. Yeah, no double wood axes. Okay, we don't need a blacksmith doesn't do anything for you. Okay, now we're making some weird decisions, but honestly, your Dark Age was perfect. So we just need to be a little more logical with the spending here. So blacksmith, you have to think, okay, what does the blacksmith do? It gives me upgrades. Maybe you thought that that's how you got your forging upgrade or something? I don't know. I think it used to work like that a long time ago. You used to have the blacksmith for forging or something? I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you were new to Magyars. But even then, if you didn't have if you were like a regular civ that didn't have free forging, you wouldn't get the blacksmith here. Because one thing, well, yeah, you have to think of your economy. Okay, what do upgrades cost? Upgrades cost food. 150 food, that's a lot of food. What do Vils cost? They also cost food. What do scouts cost? They also cost food. And how much food income do we have right now? We have like 4 on berries and barely 4 on this goose. Like, that's nothing. We have basically, you need 6 on food to maintain your TC. So you have 2 on food to maintain scouts. You need 8 on food to maintain scouts, normally. For Magyars, I think it's 7. It's like closer to 6 or 7 because of the discount. But basically, with 8 on food, we're nowhere near maintaining villagers and scouts. So there's no way we can sneak in an upgrade here. It's impossible. So instead of the blacksmith, it needs to be more farms at this point. That's 2.5 farms building this blacksmith. And then with all these extra walls, that's probably another 1.5 farms or so. Or another farm. You can say, like, we should have 5 farms. We could have 5 farms instead of this wall. All of our vills could be building farms right now. Honestly, like, I think... Since you know he's up here, prioritizing this wall is unnecessary too. But yeah, I guess you didn't know that right away. 4 men-at-arms is actually scary, a little bit, but if you're walled, it's not that much. But you do need to make a lot. Like, he has actually 5 men-at-arms. This guy's crazy. And this is going to actually be a big problem, because you don't have food income to make enough scouts. Because you're making this instead of farms. If you made farms instead of this, then you have enough food income to make more scouts, and then you can crush this. But if you only stop at 4 scouts because you don't have enough res, you can never fight him, and then the problem gets bigger and bigger. So, getting that early food income to get enough scouts to deal with this is really important. Now, I can guarantee, yeah, the opponent is idling his TC like crazy to get these units out, because it's kind of impossible to afford this many men-at-arms, unless you are a super pro, or have some kind of bonus. Okay, you just have to repair this house, though. We have to respect this. We can't let him in. Oh, we're a little slow, though. Can 2 Vills even repair against 5 men-at-arms? I don't think so. Yeah, that HP's going down. Yeah, 3rd one is required. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, boy. I mean, we could have stonewalled that. We could have just made more houses behind. Like, there's lots of stuff we definitely needed to do there. But the biggest issue here has been the eco. Ooh, we can't let him in, too. Like, we forgot about the Berryvilles. I mean, disaster. Okay, we'll clean this up now. Nah. If you only have 5 versus 5, he'll kill you, so you gotta be careful about that. Oh, boy. I mean, yeah, sure. Just... it's kind of sketchy. Like, you can fight with Vills when he gets in. I don't know. It's 1 men-at-arms. It's not going to do anything now. But he already did the damage. He already killed 3 Vills. But guess what? Guess what? That doesn't even matter. Because he idled his TC for 3 Vills. More than you. So guess what? The game is even. The game is absolutely even. So if you work on your eco management at this level, it's going to be way better. Because if you managed that, like if you just kept him out, spent your wood effectively, didn't idle your TC at all, you would be like 5 Vills ahead at this elo by just not taking damage. So that's why I really always say focus on your eco management here. You don't need to do damage to your opponent if you just don't take damage and you don't do any self-damage. That's what you need to focus on minimizing, because that's what you can control every game. You can control your own gameplay, and you can control, like, defending. Sometimes when you attack, you just can't get any damage done. Like, the map just doesn't allow for it. Well, I was attacked, kept thinking on night idling as much as possible. Yeah, and it was good. We got 44 idle seconds. When was that? So, it was when it was over here. Did we get housed? No, we weren't housed or anything. Yeah, it was just right here. We just forgot. We were just... I don't know. We have all the Vills idle. You're so focused on, like, pulling the scouts back and stuff. You keep pulling the scouts back too close. Like, if you don't want them to attack, just put them further back so they don't go in. Because your attention is spent on, like, pulling these scouts back instead of queuing Vills here. That's where it was. And you were basically watching that fight, too. I mean, watching the fight to learn is kind of good, but... yeah, generally men-at-arms are stronger in a straight-up fight. So if he has 3 guys here and we have 3 guys and one of them's half dead, more than half dead, then it's not going to go well. What you can do here is you can actually send a few Vills to help out. That can sometimes be good. But yeah, that's when you idled your TC. So it's usually when you're microing your units that you idle the TC and forget about everything else. Like, it's just normal. So those are the times where you really have to be thinking. But look, like, our eco is so idle right now. We should never be below 50% worker efficiency, because all that was happening was he was hitting a house. Our worker efficiency should be like 70% at least. If he's not doing really anything, just hitting a house. Like, the opponent's efficiency is garbage as well, so... I mean, it's 1k elo, so it makes sense. You have to just assume your opponent's going to make just as bad mistakes as you on this elo. It's a safe assumption. And yeah, I mean, your position is fine. Look at the farm count. Like, look at the eco. Okay, he just seeded a bunch of farms, but still. He doesn't have double bit axe either. Like, he couldn't afford anything. And yeah, I wish, instead of this blacksmith, I wish you had gotten horse collar and just earlier farms. Those would have been the key. Those would have been the things that made you take 0 damage from this. And of course, just respecting the men-at-arms hitting your house and repairing it earlier. Or just walling behind, actually. Like, if he's hitting your, where was he? If he's hitting your house here, and I mean, you saw it here, too. You can always just make a house here and make a house here. Just 2 more houses behind just to buy a bit more time. Can be very good. Or don't be stingy with the stone. Yeah, you can't really add TCs properly later if you make stone walls, but I mean, 3 stone walls and he never gets in. Normally take horse collar, but in this case I wanted to prioritize the scout upgrade. Ah, yeah. So even for a regular civ that doesn't get forging for free, you need to have like 10 scouts before it's worth getting forging. I actually did some scenario editor testing. I can't remember which exact number I concluded on, but yeah, you need to have like around 10 scouts to make it worth it. It's just not worth it to get upgrades on your guys until you have the numbers, because it's all competing for food. So like if you have 4 guys and you get +1 attack, that's +4 attack for 150 resources, 150 food specifically. If you just make 1 more scout, that's +5 attack because they have 5 attack, and then also just you have the extra HP pool, and that's way better. And it's basically like that until you have about 10 scouts. So yeah, don't be thinking upgrades on scouts. Obviously upgrades for things like archers. Eventually you get upgrades, late feudal, if feudal age has gone long. But initially, you can't have upgrades as part of your plan. Unless maybe you're something like Bulgarians. With the cheaper upgrades, they can maybe justify it. Okay, so I think your base is really good. Eco management, decent. This farm is kind of awkward here. I would love to see wheelbarrow and then go up. I'd love to see you just click wheelbarrow, and then you'll probably have enough food after wheelbarrow comes in. And then go up, and it's going to be good. I'm going to try and run around his base. I guess getting some scouting is actually good, though. Just learning a little bit about his base. If you see a vill around, you can pick it off. Going for the market. Looks like we're not going to get wheelbarrow. Honestly, wheelbarrow, last thing in Feudal Age, is amazing, by the way. Okay, you see the spears. That's amazing. Seeing 3 spears from him, that's a huge investment. And you know what Magyars is really good at doing? Is following up with cav archers. You have faster producing cav archers. Your cav archers are fully upgraded, plus the best cav archer upgrade in the game, which is recurve bow. An extra bracer, which is crazy. And of course, his units that he's making just die to CA. So, and we're not on archers yet, so cav archers is the correct play here. You want archers for... Yeah, archers is good if you're building them up in Feudal Age. Because, like, archers... Yeah, you like to have mass with them. You can't really move out until you have mass. And if you start making archers, like, on the way up or something, you're not going to have mass yet. Whereas cav archers can be good in lower numbers because they have mobility. So you just go in, pick off a few spearmen or whatever with like 4 guys, and then get out. That was a good pick off. So yeah, I think cav archers going to be much better early Castle Age because you can actually do something with them. Whereas with archers, it just takes a really long time to actually build up the mass to feel comfortable going out with them. And of course, Magyars produce their CA faster, so it's just better in many ways. Okay. Not that archers is bad. It still counters his units. But CA would have been optimal, I would say. Okay. Crossbone upgrade, I like it. We need to be using both ranges, though. Building up units is your priority, and yeah, we were sort of not quite getting the unit production there. Light cav as well doesn't make sense, though. You can choose one. Go either crossbowman or you go light cav. Light cav doesn't make any sense, though, because he's already on 1,000,000 spears. We at least see a few spears. And we have 1 scout. Crossbowman for fletching, I mean, technically ideal because of the train time reduction. But, I mean, light cav makes 0 sense here. Because we need fletching, we need bodkin arrow, we need bow saw. There's so many other things that are going to be higher priority than light cav. Light cav does nothing. Like, husbandry does nothing for us. We just spent 300 food and 50 gold on useless techs that don't do anything. And that's slowing us down a lot. So you want to be thinking about the things that actually help at this stage. TC out on the map is sketchy. Put the archers there. Yeah. I mean, opponent was up late, so you have to assume he has more military too. I mean, he has more military. It's just all spearmen, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Thanks for the sub. Oh, maybe you were getting some ads. Yeah, Twitch is like that. Okay. So, I like that you're on 3 TCs, but I dislike that you're making useless light cav upgrades. Yeah. Okay, you're back now. Okay, that's good. The light cav can be good eventually, but not when you're trying to build up crossbowmen. Like, we need to get crossbowmen and their upgrades first. If we had just gone straight crossbowmen, got like our 10 guys with bodkin arrow, and we're on his face right now, he's dead. Like, if your guys have bodkin arrow and they are here, you win the game. Yeah. No problem. I think I was just basically saying, maybe you had ads when I was talking about the light cav. Definitely light cav upgrade and husbandry is not good. Those things don't do anything for you here. That's 300 food and 50 gold that just needs to be spent on anything else. That's your bodkin arrow money, actually. Bodkin and fletching, that's 300 food and 150 gold. So by getting light cav and husbandry, that's almost as much as bodkin and fletching. Thinking of going cav archers as well. Yeah, but light cav doesn't do anything for cav archers. Husbandry doesn't do anything for cav archers because you don't have them right now. Like, we need to upgrade the units that we're making right now, which is the archers. We don't want to get too lost. We want to just focus in. We got archers, we need to upgrade the archers first. And then we need to attack with the archers. That's the ideal. If we just make guys, don't upgrade them, chill with them, they become useless later because they just have no upgrades. We want to basically get the units as soon as possible and upgrade them as soon as possible and then attack as soon as possible. Since it's real-time strategy, those things all have to happen. If we just make the units and chill, then you're going to get no value. Like, for example, say that you make 3 militia at the start of the game, and then you don't use them until Imperial Age. They're going to feel useless in Imperial Age. That's basically what's going on with your crossbowmen. You made crossbowmen with no upgrades, and you're chilling for a long time. These things are going to feel useless. In like 5 minutes, the opponent's going to have stuff to kill it, and these things are going to be useless. We can get some upgrades in them, but we might as well upgrade them early and then go and attack while they're really strong before he has any way to deal with them. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, your eco-management just in general is better than your opponent's, it seems like. Just 3 TCs is amazing. And yeah, keeping the TC running a lot better. Want to use them first as protection. Well, they're not going to protect anything without fletching, though. And, I mean, it's not really necessary to protect. If you can attack, you want to initially... Like, if you're going to go archers first, you do want to attack pretty soon. But I guess he could have been spamming knights. Honestly, that's why you go cav archers, right? Because cav archers, if the opponent has military to fight you, you just run away. Whereas crossbowmen, yeah, you can get caught out by knights or something in the middle of the map. So that's why I would say CA would have been better. Okay. But yeah, like, making these guys chilling, it just is... It's not really what you want to do. Okay. Cav Archer are coming in. We need to get Bodkin Arrow, though, because the attack upgrades are so key. Adding another stable now, though. Like, we are not having any kind of flow to this. It's like we're tech switching every 2 seconds here. We need to make a mass of something. Like, if we had just gone cav archers from the start and we had like 20, 30 cav archers right now, 20, 30 cav archers just kills everything. Like, you just put them here, everything dies. But we only have 6 because we made these guys, and now we're trying to make stable units or something. The reason focusing on one unit is generally really good is because multiple units require multiple upgrades. Or multiple different units require multiple different upgrades. So if we focus on one unit type, we can fully upgrade that unit type and mass a lot, and it's going to do very well. You only tech switch when you get utility out of tech switching. So basically, like, say that the opponent is making skirmishers. Okay, then maybe we get off cav archers for a while and we got knights or light cav. That's okay. If the opponent's just going cav archers and we're going cav archers, whoever has more cav archers wins. So we need to just have more cav archers. And we're going to find out firsthand here what's about to happen to our cav archers. Luckily, he doesn't have ballistics yet, so you can just run. But yeah, you need more dudes. We're floating lots of gold, too. Generally, when you're playing cav archers, you do want to have 3 ranges. Magyars does train a bit faster, but it's not crazy. Okay, he has ballistics, so he just kills everything. We gotta have ballistics for sure. The unit positioning is weird, too. Oh, you're in split formation accidentally. Whoopsies. We don't want to be here. His army beats yours. We don't want to be here. Like, these guys are split. These guys are split. If you're gonna be on the map, I don't know, on this hill could be okay. Or on this hill if he sends guys forward. But yeah, we want to be defending from this hill in our base. You actually walled really well, but your units are out of position. Thinking ahead of my time, but good advice. Yeah. You want to be thinking about the now. The now is the most important thing in RTS. Obviously, think of later eventually, but you need to be doing things now. The earlier you do things, the better it's going to be, usually. Because of the real-time aspect. You want to get stuff done as soon as possible. Okay. Nice catch, but you don't have ballistics, so you don't get anything. That's the problem. And we're also kind of camping the low ground there, yeah. Yeah, with ballistics, you actually don't need skirms right now, by the way. You don't need skirms? He has just a few more units than you. All you need is ballistics and maybe a couple more ranges and just make more cav archers. Opponent's also scared, and he's also making skirms. Your eco is way ahead, though, so I feel like you just make units and you just win from here. If you just click up to the castle, or to the imp age. Okay, yeah, nice. We like those. Bloodlines. We're making a tech switch into... I don't know. We got cavalry armor. It's kind of unnecessary. We just need full CA. Okay, he's got a castle here, so... Generally, on imp, you want to have enough stone for a castle. It's hard to plan for, but... As soon as you click imp, if you're not on stone, you got to get on stone. If you have access to it, which you do. Alright. Yeah, bonuses on higher elevation, so positioning is key in this game. Yeah, I mean, not just due to the elevation bonus, but also just... You got to have your guys in position to prevent you from taking damage. But yeah. Thinking of changing to cav because of his cav archers. Well, it's a mirror matchup, though. If he has cav archers, you just make more cav archers. Cav Archer is the best unit here. If you try and make a tech switch, you now have to get a bunch of upgrades for your new units. Meanwhile, he's just massing Cav Archers and he just kills you anyways. Because Light Cav doesn't counter Cav Archer. Light Cav can be a meat shield for your CA against his CA. But if you don't have Cav Archers yourself, really, then Light Cav is not going to beat Cav Archers. Cav Archers kill everything. Like, Skirms can kind of fight them. But you'd rather just have your own Cav Archers. Because Cav Archers will kill everything in this matchup. And I mean, Cav Archers can kill Skirms even. This positioning is okay. I would be worried about this hill, though. This hill, if he puts Trebs on, I think he can hit that castle. I would probably rather see the castle here, actually. A little bit more central, and there's no big hill that he can Treb. And it's a good hill. This is a little bit too far off to the side. If he attacks the center, it can be a problem. You're up first. Let's see that bracer timing. Come on. Bracer, chemistry. We need way more guys, though. That's your biggest problem, is that you're trying to use this unit to raid. And look, we're... Okay, chemistry, yeah, but we need bracer. That's so key. Yeah. We just need to focus. We just need to make one unit type and get all the upgrades for it. Like, we're making Cav... We're making Cav upgrade the armor, but this is like a Castle Age tech. We're faster up to Imp, and we're making Castle Age techs. We need to be making Conscription or Trebs. Ideally both. Yeah, Thumb Ring is alright, but that, again, is a Castle Age tech. Like, okay, there's Bracer. But we're just making a bunch of Castle Age techs and not using our Imp advantage. Ideally, what we want to be doing is, yeah, making Trebs right away. Okay, Recurve Bow is... Wait, no, that's not even Recurve Bow. That's the Magyar Hussar tech. The Corvinian army is definitely not useful here. It's fine. You're so far ahead, you can just do whatever, but... yeah. I think you need to have a little bit better flow with your gameplay. Like, it needs to be, okay, I'm going to make Crossbowmen, and I'm going to upgrade the Crossbowmen, and I'm going to attack. I'm going to make Cav Archers, I'm going to upgrade the Cav Archers, and I'm going to attack. And not even upgrade everything, too. Like, for example, Cav Archers don't really need Bloodlines if you're not really fighting directly with them. Ooh, he one-shot. It's fine, though. With Paladinos coming in with your superior economy, you'll just crush this guy. Yeah, I think we learned what we learned, or what we can learn from this replay. I don't know if you have any more questions. I'm assuming you're just gonna, once you have Paladin come in, you just patrol them in. Actually, your big problem is that you don't have the final armor, so your Paladins are gonna take a lot of damage from these castles. Look at that, beautiful. Paladin Slaughter. And that's just what the better eco gets you. It gets you just more guys at a critical time. Your APM is actually huge. What? Going fast. Okay, yeah. We just need to have a little bit better of a game plan, or like it's a lot of it is the military. We need to just trust in the units. Don't try and think that multiple unit types is good. You make one unit. If the opponent counters that one unit, then you make a different unit. So, if you're going Crossbowman, and the opponent is making anything that doesn't kill Crossbowman, it's fine. You just keep making Crossbowman. If you go Cav Archers, he's not making Skirms, you just keep going Cav Archers. Normally all over the place with different units. Yeah, I can see. That's a major flaw in your gameplay. Is trying to do too many things and not actually committing to anything. Because if you just have a bunch of half upgraded units, they're not going to do anything against fully upgraded units. Just as a general rule. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have any more questions. But I'm going to move on now. Okay, we have a replay review from Bowforce next. Yeah, hopefully that was useful for you as well. Yeah, just the Dark Age was perfect. Honestly, you don't even have to think about Dark Age anymore. It's looking amazing. It's just focus on getting those farms down earlier. Especially like the first 8 farms or